the power like Big Chuck.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
They took the trees, our fruit trees, and then sold us back the fruit. They took the water next, the rivers, the rain, the springs that fed civilizations for thousands of years. They took the water, bottled it, and sold it back to us. They took the land that existed long before any human being drew lines around it, and told you that if you wanted to stand on it, you'd better have a payment plan. Am I the only one this drives crazy? Everything you need to survive, water, food, shelter, was already here. Nobody created it, but somehow you were born owing for it. And why does a free life sound like such a crazy idea? Why does simply existing without debt, without bills, without permission, why does that sound like a fantasy? Who the hell convinced us that this is how it's supposed to be? They took the trees.
My mother always raised me to operate on respect. I learned to stay calm, people's ignorance I deflect. It's okay to be wrong, I'm not always correct. I have to obtain patience, my balance is key. It's very important to balance out my chi. God and Satan, good and evil, reside in me. When it comes to the Bible, they speak allegorically. God is the energetic source, and you are the temple. For the soul to experience the physical, your flesh is the rental. As I look within and speak to my higher self, while people look outward for saviors and help. The throne of God is within your skull, under your scalp. The pineal gland is a crystallized beacon. Your voice ejects sound, your eyes project what you're seeking. Your spine emits electricity, same as a Tesla coil. We can use Earth's energies that we kill over oil. All those foreign entities that occupying our soil. The Committee of 300 to stabilize our country, keeping us in debt, slaving for valueless money. It's called freedom, cause if you think you're free, you a dummy. We need a revolution while we live in revelation. Monsanto sprays pesticides on crops and vegetation. Pay attention to the grips and symbolism of the Masons. Donald Trump's a dark magician who tricked the entire nation. While the police extort, harass, and collect, they say they protect and serve for the one world global net. The real terrorists broadcast on your TV set, convincing the masses that there is some outer threat. Falling for the okie doke, later you will regret. The all-seeing eye cameras never blink or miss a step. We live on a battleground between heaven and hell. Always watch what you speak, cause when you speak you cast spells. There was cymatic healing from the sound of bells. Look at the elite, they worship L's light. Warlocks and wishes, they gather at midnight. Warming up for 3 a.m. the blood ritualistic type. People are so lost, they vote for their oppressor. When people stand the ground, we're called the aggressor. I stick to my plan to accomplish my endeavor. It's to calm before the storm and then heads will sever. Fuck the government.
I'm the cook. I'm the cook.
Kushi is the master of illusion, and if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Kushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on a pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, a salt in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, it's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, rip it endless on instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally those that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible, calling audibles. I'm remarkable, I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols, I shot them holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple, let's raise the temple. Make them triple while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger, I seek the engine. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in them. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Caught back to Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. The revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma, sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions, emerging the virgin. I'm pulling back the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters, born cheaters, war sneakers, rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper, form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing arguments, ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan, rearrange the universe, I am the artisan.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine, while I'm eating the tangerine. My plasma was replaced with gasoline, got the blood of the Elohim, manifesting through a dream, a shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa and the hands of Wolverine, astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring, hoping the Anunnaki intervene. Why the world is under siege, they got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed, and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on the pinch hitter.
Shut up. Man. What's up, Tommy? I'm trying to get this because either I read a little bit of the Metu, Wetter, whatever the fuck it's called. But for some reason, oh, okay. Maybe this will work this time. Oh. Huh. I don't know why it's doing this, man. I didn't have to do this last time. This is some bullshit. Alright, I gotta try it a different way. Give me 1 second. I know what I did wrong. Because if the netter, metter, wetter don't work, I'm just gonna read this other part. I had this book I really wanted to read on Rupus Nigra. I find it, which sucks. Because I really wanted to read that. You know, this is the only book that's fucking doing this. You know, I didn't have this problem with no other book. This is wild, man. It's alright. What the fuck? What the fuck do they mean add files, man? Okay. Send that code, G Unit. These people, man, are one big headache. What happened to Trump and his fake ass fucking thing he signed with Iran? This dude just be lying, bro. Like, Trump has no choice but to lie. Or he has a choice, but he's like one of those pathological liars, man. That's why they picked him for the job. Because he just does nothing but lie. You don't even have to try, man. The lies just flow. Anyway, who gives a fuck? Yo, where's this code? Okay. They make you do all this verification. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, just fucking give me my fucking file or I bust you in your lip. I gotta go through all this bullshit. Alright, here we go. God damn, they do verification for. I don't want your free trials. Shove them up your ass. There we go. Shove them. So, now what? Choose your files. No. God, dude. You know what? I was better off downloading the fucking file from my laptop instead of going through all this headache. As a matter of fact, I thought I had this app on my laptop anyway. Anyway, what was the name of that Meter Netter Wetter? I'm just gonna. I don't know why I didn't do this. I didn't think it would give me problems. By the time I get started, it'll be a year into my fucking live stream. It's always something, man. Yo, what the fuck? I'm starting to lose patience here. No, I don't have that app. Well, why is this shit still here? Every time I sent another book, there were files here. And now there's no files. This is crazy, man. Anyway. Better, or would you rather read Illustrations of the Masons from 1829? I would say Illustrations of the Masons was probably better than the Metu Netter, but I read very briefly the Meta Netter. It seemed pretty chill in the beginning part. I guess I'll do the Illustrations of the Masons. I didn't get no answer, so I'll just do Well, I'll give this a try then. We'll see what the fuck is going on, Hurdy. I guess I will do this since I didn't get an answer. It will be William Preston's illustrations of the Masons. Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty boring. I'm just curious to see. I wanted to do the Metu a little bit, but it's giving me fucking problems. What's good, Hurricane? Yeah, YouTube's been giving me a lot of problems. I fucking had all the comments turned off. So I'm like, what the hell is going on after I left this comment? I had to go in my phone to figure out this somehow the setting got turned on, which wasn't me because I don't do shit like that. This certain setting was turned on that turns all comments off. I don't know how it happened, but I didn't do it. Nah. I'm not blaming YouTube, but it's a little fishy how my last comment was telling them people from Argentina that U.S. Navy does have weaponry that will level your country. And maybe they didn't like it too much, but guess what? I don't give a fuck what they like or not. Salute to that guy who was cutting the flock cameras down. Damn. He was cutting them down. I think it was New Mexico. Yeah, it was. He was cutting them down and then leaving a flag, basically telling them that this is unconstitutional, you know, but fuck the Constitution. Like, when I say it that way, I mean, regardless of the Constitution or not. People say we're not, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not supposed to have privacy in public. I get it. But there's a camera next door. When I walk, it locks onto me. I caught it on a real fast. I got an eye for shit like that. And the reason I caught it was because it was moving. And I look up and it locked on to me and my friend that was walking to the store. And it followed us until we were out of sight. And you know what's crazy? 2 hours later on YouTube, I see, I think it was through Brian's video, where Flock sells those exact cameras. They're the only ones who sell the cameras that lock onto you like that with movement. That's what Brian said. Or he said Flock. I don't know. But either way. I don't want to live in a world like that, where like the cop went to some lady's house. It's on Brian's channel. Here's the deal. He's got a couple of channels, but you know, the cops went to some lady's house. This has happened over and over and over and over with this fucking bullshit computer recognition and all that. It's mixing people up. And the police, it's really getting a chance to show the corruption in these police. They don't care, it seems, if it's wrong. They'll try to convict you anyway. They don't care. They just want that conviction and this. These cops are not in position to better anything. When police arrive, it makes everything worse. I don't know. There's becoming less and less bootlickers, which is a good thing. But anyway, they accuse this lady of something. Thank God she had her own cameras in her vehicle to prove it wasn't her. And like I say, man, when them fucking slothy pigs come to your house, and they say you did this and that, now you got to fight to prove you're innocent, unless you're truly not. But the chief of police wouldn't even listen to that lady. That's wild, man. But the cop was at her door and he was showing all these pictures. He said, I know what time you came in our town. I know what time you left our town. I know what time you went in the store. I know what time you took a shit. I added that in, but he might as well have said that because, I mean, he knew everything she did. He was like, there's no way you can enter my town and I won't know. Like, yo, this is the fucking life people want to live, yo. That's wild. Man, I don't, and people say, you know, they no disrespect to people who say they don't care and it don't bother them because they're not doing nothing wrong. Well, neither was this lady, and they tried to accuse her of doing something she didn't do, and they weren't gonna. If she didn't have that evidence on the camera from her truck, they weren't gonna stop. They wouldn't stop until she was convicted. And shit like this just it really makes me think, even the little thing I've been through with the court, but fuck that little thing I went through. I got to see in prison. Man, listen. I remember sitting in the cell with this guy and he was showing me back in 2005, I think. And cameras on the phones were crap back then. And the guy had his what do you call that? Your discovery. And he's like, yo, do me a favor. He's like, look at these pictures and tell me if you think this is me. And he's showing me these pictures, man, and you couldn't even tell it was this guy. He had a hood on and a thing, and he had glasses on, and the picture was so crap. And I said, hell no. Why? Did you plead guilty to this? He goes, yeah, I just took 8 years. I'm good. I'm looking at him like, I'm good. Man. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. It depends. I say I wouldn't plead guilty, but I don't know what else went on in this case. But yeah, it definitely couldn't tell it was him. But imagine today. It makes me wonder how many innocent people are really in prison. Probably a lot. At least in Connecticut. When I had to do a 120-day skid bid. So they sent me to a level 2, 3 pre-release. They had like people coming down from 8 years and 5 years, and they're about to go home. But most of that prison was filled with violation of probations and DUIs, like alcoholics or dirty urines for drugs. But there was about 3,000 people in that prison, all for petty ass bullshit. They didn't hurt no one. They didn't harm no one. They either gave dirty urines. This is where our tax money's going. Yo, it's crazy. Anyway, fuck prison. The prisons are packed, man. Packed, 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 packed. And tell you the truth, I don't even want to say it. It's not about race or nothing, but when I was in prison, it was mostly black people, man. That's the numbers in prison. And you start to think, what's really going on here? I know in Connecticut, people work in prison, but I don't know about other states. I heard Florida, you gotta work in the fields or some shit. Or in Texas. Damn. Don't go to Texas. Huh. I sure as fuck wouldn't want to work in no fields. I seen an interview with Texas, and they don't have commissary there or some shit. I was like, damn. Or no, they don't have TVs or radios. That can't be right. Shit, in Connecticut, they got televisions. I don't know how much they are now, but when I was there, I got a television for free because when people go home, the prison keeps them and they give them to people that work. But anyway, I think they were 300 for a black and white and 5 for a color. But there's no sound to them. You got to put headphones. Anyway, you can get Game Boys in prison now. Well, they had them back then, Game Boys. And I didn't see many people with one of them. You got to probably be doing some serious time to want a Game Boy. But I definitely had a radio. I don't know. I wanted to read that Metu book, man. When I read the first couple pages, man, that shit was interesting. Um, Damn. Let me see if I could find it here. The Metu. I really want to read that, man. Trust me when I tell you. Metu. Netter. I forgot how to fucking spell it, man. Metu. It's Netter. Ah, here it is. Bing bing, the biggity bing bing. Volume. Come on, Johnny O. Let's go. Yo, what the hell's going on here, dude? Is this one gonna work or what? Ah, it's always a mission to do anything. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? I shouldn't have to go this far. It should be right fucking here. Damn, about fucking time, man. Why can't I copy this fucking thing, man? Like, yo, are you kidding me? All right, I fixed it. Now we're about to get busy. I got it. Yes, I do. You can't outdo me. No, you can't. All right, I got it right here. The Metu Netter. Probably tearing that name up, but the great oracle of Tabuth and the Egyptian system of spiritual cultivation. Um, um, oh, my bad. I was going to start the seven tones. The author is Rar Mesh Usair. Usair. It looks like User, but it's Usair, I think. Rar. I shit you not. That's his name. Raar. Rar. Yo, Rar. Come here. Are you gonna rar today? The fuck? If that was my friend, I would be tearing him up with some of the funniest jokes. Okay. Let's get it. My bad, guys. The first page is like 200 pages in. Because this book, no. Are you kidding me, man? Yo, these people couldn't even copy the book correctly. It's all off balance and shit. I'm not even gonna be able to read this. These stupid fucking people, man. Maybe. We'll give it a shot. But yeah, whoever copied this was fucking drunk, probably. Anyway, we'll give it a go. Ho, ho, ho. Shout out to Mark Basket, Hurricane. Who else is in here? The Crack of Dawn. Jack's Dreaming. Tommy. All right. Put this. Alright, my bad. Damn, trying to fix this. So like, damn, do this. Alright. So it starts off with the divine plan. Now, I'm not gonna read a lot. I'm gonna open the panel too, but I think every stream I'm gonna find something to read real quick. But when I read this part, it was pretty interesting. So this is the author's preface, the divine plan. We live in a world that was created and is maintained by the unified workings of a multi. Oh, are you? We live in a world that is created and is maintained by the unified workings of a multiplicity of agencies. We live in a world that is composed of a multiplicity of entities that are unified through a web of interdependence. Hey, Candy. In the infancy of his spiritual evolutionary career, man is unable to perceive the hidden forces and abstract principles that unify the working of the shaping forces of the world and the entities that make up the world. He creates, therefore, a way of life, a way of life systems of religion, science, economics, government, education, family, philosophy, etc., that is incapable of establishing and maintaining unity, law, order, peace, harmony in the world, etc. Thus, the world has been plunged and is sinking deeper day by day into the jaws of death. It is true that he has amassed a great number of facts concerning the workings of nature and a great collection of ideas concerning religion and so on. But the possession of a mass of facts, however reliable the facts are, does not constitute the possession of a science, nor does the possession of a collection of ideas about religion constitute the possession of a religion. For the knowledge contained in these facts regarding nature and these ideas concerning religion does not embody the principles that are necessary to unify the facts and ideas. It is only when the facts concerning nature or the ideas about religion are linked to each other and to the whole that a science or a religion is formed. Man's perception of the world, however, cannot change the reality that the world is shaped and maintained by a unified multiplicity of agencies, and that the world is made up of an infinitude of interdependent entities. This reality has been known to Black and Oriental cultures and ignored by Westerners as far back as history can take us. The Black nations of antiquity, through the cultivation of the science of inducing the state of waking trance, which enables man to perceive the workings of abstract principles and the hidden shaping forces of the world, were able to create a way of life systems of religion, science, philosophy, government, religion, science, philosophy, government, economies, etc., that was capable of establishing and maintaining unity and thus led to the creation of civilization. What's up, Chillster Deluxe? Unity, harmony, and order in society cannot be achieved through the making of laws by man and the policing of peoples behaviors. As man's life on earth is a product of the Supreme Being's creative process, every aspect of man's life is therefore controlled by the divine creative agency. Unity and thus prosperity in society can only be achieved by man's efforts to intuit the knowledge of how the divine agencies are shaping his life, i.e., to intuit the knowledge of the divine plan. It follows logically that the divine plan would contain the knowledge of the unifying principles, of the multiplicity of shaping forces of the world, and of the entities making up the world. Through it, all things and events in the world were unified. Religion with science, with the government, with philosophy, with medicine, and so on. Man with nature, with God, etc. It achieved this monumental accomplishment by assigning to each event, force, entity, and idea a place in space, hierarchy, rank, and time. It is the purpose of this book to give the reader a working knowledge of this system. The divine plan is presented in this book not as the museum pieces that are the delight and folly of historians, but as a system to be lived. The jab at historians was thrown, both in jest and in seriousness. The fun side is dictated by the fact that they have, cumulatively amassed a great deal of facts on our past, for which we must be grateful. The other side is dictated by the fact that although most historians of religious subjects know of their lack of first-hand experience of the religious phenomena they report on, it does not stop them from arrogating to themselves the aura of authoritativeness in reporting, explaining, and passing judgments. Although the material in this book has the full support of historical documentation, I am writing foremost as a priest of over 20 years of practice. I am here presenting a practical synchronism of the best that this is Kamitic, which is ancient Egyptian, the Dravidian, Black India, and the Canaanite, true authors of Kabbalah, religions have to offer. They were among the 6 nations that laid the foundation of civilization. But it would be folly on our part to merely document this fact and to compile and explain a list of who, when, why, and what. Would it not be a sign of intelligence to be more encrusted in? Uh-oh. What happened, Dirty? Oh, to be more encrusted in the methods employed by them. Yo, why does it do this, man? I might have to jump up and body slam this thing. All right. The methods employed by them for the creation of civilization, that we may learn and apply them to its recreation. If the religious and philosophical systems of ancient civilizations were so great, why aren't we practicing them? Yes, in this volume, one of many, as the topics are too broad to be fully explained in one book. I have given the world the means through which everyone can discover the links between all aspects of life, the means of discovering the plan, the plan, the structural continuum that the Supreme Being has put in place to enable the events in the world to unfold in an orderly and harmonious way. Become the plan and let peace, prosperity, and spiritual realization reign in the world. Hetep, Hetep. Oh. That's what, it was April 24th, 1990. He wrote that. Ring-a-ding-ding. All right, where are we going here? Chapter 1. Introduction. What kind of chapter is that, man? I thought the introduction comes before chapter 1. Don't drop out of school, kids. I mean, children. Because then you'll be writing like this. All right. I'll read this so-called chapter 1, and that's it. What do you guys think so far? What's up, Jay Heighton? All right. Introduction. Chapter 1. The world is on a collision course with disaster. This is crazy, too. When I first read this part, I said, when was this written? So this dude wrote this in 1990. And to be honest, it feels like it was written today. Not only from or because of the threat of nuclear war, but from the massive collapse of its institutions, political, social, economical, religious, spiritual, educational, etc. It is the combined failure of these institutions and traditions that is the root of widespread decay and stagnation that we are witnessing in just about every nation in the world. This state of affairs, a Comitian, ancient Egyptian priestess would say, is due to the lack of self-knowledge. This injunction has been quoted often by scholars, yet none have given much insight into the true meaning. In explaining what is knowledge of self, I ought to begin, it seems most natural at the beginning, but that would take us into such an abstruse discussion that it makes better sense to start instead at a very familiar midpoint. Let's start with what are you doing this very moment? As your eyes race across these lines, I want you to make the effort of becoming aware of the fact that you are involved in two sets of functions. On one hand, you are making the effort to keep your attention on the sequence of words as you read them. On the other hand, without your conscious effort and awareness, the meaning of what you are reading is taking shape. These two sets of functions are more apparent in more complex activities. While you need to think of getting up and going somewhere, you need not think of the details of the muscular activities involved in getting up itself. They are taken care of for you. When you type, dance, play an instrument, perform in a sport, drive, write, etc., you can become aware of the fact that some part of your activities is performed without conscious effort. Now, this dualization of your being into two fundamental sets of functions is the central theme of self-knowledge. One part of your being is concerned with activities that you have to direct. while the other deals with activities that occur without your attention to them. You may have noticed that I have gone to a little trouble to avoid the popular designations, voluntary versus involuntary, or conscious and unconscious. Or conscious versus subconscious behavior. We will later see why. Let us for now label them willed and automatic, respectively. It might not surprise you, because you already know that great performers make poor teachers. Yet, you might be surprised to know that you could not give an accurate description of how you walk or articulate the words that you speak. You fail for the same reason that most great performers do as teachers. The performance of the task is questioned and is carried out without your attention and awareness of the intricate details involved. You direct your attention to the desired result, and the other part of your being unattended takes care of the execution. In fact, as you sit here, this other part is, without your attention or consent, determining what understanding you are extracting from what you are reading. And at the same time, it is taking care of your breathing, exchanging oxygen for carbon dioxide in your blood, circulating the latter through every cell in your body, probably digesting some food and getting ready to shut down the part of you that directs activities. That it's the automatic part of being may have more freedom and energy to do some major repairs on your vehicle while you sleep, among many, many other very complicated things. It should be obvious by now that there exists a vast difference in the knowledge and capabilities between the two parts of our being. While the willed part of our being has to be instructed and is no better in its performance than the quality of the material taught it, the automatic part of being is directed by an omniscient factor. Let's realize that it's directed the formation of the physical part of our being, the very moment that our progenitor or prognet. It's probably progenitor. Progenitor. That our progenitor's sperm and egg came together. What if the willed part of our being, instead of learning from the nescient will of others, learned from the omniscient being that directs the automaton with us? Automaton. Oh, come on, man. You ain't gonna allow. Bro! Don't ever disrespect me, son. I got you. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun. Hey! They're playing me, guys. They won't let me search this word, automaton. You piece of shit. Anyway, man. I want to know what that means. Definition of automaton. Did I even spell that right? Yeah. Automaton, dude.
Automaton.
Oh, it's automaton. Yo, I said that so wrong. automaton, automaton, automaton. An automaton is a self-operating machine. Interesting. Typically one designed to automatically follow a predetermined sequence of operations or respond to instructions. How do we say it? Automaton. Automaton, automaton. Automaton. Come here, automaton. Okay, okay. I got to use that word in a rhyme. Automaton. So learn from the omniscient. I think I'm saying that wrong. Omniscient. No, I think I'm saying it right. Omniscient. Yeah. Learn from the omniscient being that directs the automaton within us, i.e., instead of the limited in knowledge, learning from the limited in knowledge, learn from the omniscient. The answers to these questions will provide full insight into the nature of our being, the cultures we have produced, the shaping forces of our history, and explain the causes of the problems besetting mankind, and will also show definitively the way to their solutions. It is sufficient to say for now that according to the African spiritual tradition, the automaton within us is in touch with all functions in the world and is capable of manipulating them. With proper directions, we will come to see that there are three kinds of people in the world. One type inclines toward relying on the willed part of being for survival and flourishment, the second of the omniscient intelligence and the automaton, and the third on an equilibrium of both parts of being. In fact, all cultures fall into one of these categories. Really? Guess what? I didn't. Guess what? Chicken butt. I'm sending the link. Fuck this book. No, I'm joking. That was the intro. It's about black nobility. How interesting. You know what gets me? United States history. Through generational lies. See if In the Groove's coming up. I wonder if In the Groove finished the track he was working on. Damn it, man. I hate when this happens. Fucking sucked.
Mic check?
You're good?
Oh, okay.
Fucking donut. Donuts are pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I like to drink coffee and have donuts too, even though they're terrible for me, but whatever.
Yeah, who
We'll all
cares,
be
right?
fine one day.
Oh. Yeah, I need me some coffee bad. I need me some coffee.
They say coffee is terrible, but I don't know.
Everything's terrible.
The question is, what isn't terrible? That's the real question.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I seen some shit with Donald Trump. He just had another speech, and he's talking about the same shit. Oh, I'm gonna level Iran. We're gonna take out their bridges and this and that. And man, this dude, I thought he just signed that peace thing to open up the Strait of Hormuz. You see how he be lying, man? This dude just be freestyling, man. He didn't open up shit.
I got nothing but respect for Iran, bro. They're handling
Hell
their
yeah.
business like we can handle our shit. So nothing
Shout
but
out to
respect.
Iran, man. They didn't
Yeah.
run. What a name to have during war. Iran.
Yeah, fuck this Trump asshole. I hope they get him.
Like,
He's been talking a lot of shit. He needs to get got, bro. It'd be his own goddamn fault. Fuck
yeah,
that
we
guy.
should order some Iranian flags and fly them in the front of our crib. That'd be awesome. Put a United States flag and an Iranian flag like they do. You know, to me, it's mad disrespectful. You got that fucking Jewish flag flying up near ours. Fuck that dumbass flag, man.
Yeah.
Fuck them all, actually. We went from family crest to flags, but anyway, man, nobody wants Israel here. Go back to fucking Israel, man. That was racist, huh? Fuck, I knew it. Knew I was racist. People are gonna clip that up. But seriously, they don't even want him in fucking Argentina. That says a lot. If Chavez, damn, if Chavez banned him, he's seen the future. He was like, nah, buddy, I don't want you guys here. Can't trust you. I wonder what year he banned him and what made Chavez ban him. You know, I'm curious about that. I'm gonna see what I could look into.
I mean, we got a little corner store down here. I don't know where these guys are from, but they look Iranian. They look Egypt. I don't know where they're from, but who knows? But all this talking shit, you know, very well affect the food I'm buying or whatever. You know what I mean? So, I ain't all this shit talking, all this Trump and what's his face, that Pete motherfucker. How about we let's airlift him over to Iran? We'll drop him in the middle of that shit and say, all right, tough guy, fucking find your way home, bitch. Let's see how far they get. They want to send everybody else over there. I'm done with this shit, bro. As far as Trump goes, he's responsible for COVID. I don't care what anybody says about Biden, this, nothing. That's all Trump.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Warp Speed, Operation Warp Speed.
All of it.
That was all Trump. Look, Trump, Biden, it's all the same garbage, man.
I don't care what anybody
try to separate it. It's all the same.
People can fucking frame it how they want to make themselves comfortable, but COVID was 100% a domestic terror attack against all of us by our own fucking government.
Just like Palantir is waging war on us with these surveillance centers. I don't even call them data centers no more. They're surveillance centers. It's for all this. All these police stations are going to be releasing drones on you. You know, to me, when they release drones, it's like releasing a dog on me. I don't like it. It's like releasing a digital pit bull on me. And I'm going to get me a rifle and shoot him out the sky. Fuck that shit. Do something. People are starting to cut them shits down all over the U.S., which is good. Fuck that, man. If everyone did something, you know, even the cameras fucking get... Anyway. We as the people, we don't want flock here. Flock your ass up out of our country. You know what I mean? Flock those wings and fly, bitch boy.
Quit it. Stop. Yeah, I was watching, I think it was the Tinfoil Hat page, the YouTube page. They just uploaded a video the other day about something about the history of America with, goddamn, I can't think. Hoffman, Michael Hoffman. Did you see that episode?
No, why?
Well, I was reluctant to watch it at first because this was right after, you know, the 4th of July and it came out. There was nothing to watch. And I was like, I really don't want to hear about this fucking shit again. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just put it on. And so I put it on and like the first 40 minutes, bro, this dude's talking about how, you know, basically like, because we talk about this shit. Were the founding fathers, was it really fucking like, was this idea of America really at all anything good? Or was it, you know, was it corrupt from the beginning? And he kind of laid out a little case about, you know, kind of how it all went down. And one thing he was saying, bro, is that in today's world, bro, like me and you, they got people that want to come up and say or whatever that we complaining and all this shit. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You wouldn't have no fucking America at all if it wasn't for motherfuckers that were complaining about shit. So really, if you're not complaining, you might want to check yourself and see, am I mind controlled? Because chances are that you are, bro. If you are ignoring these obvious problems, you're mind controlled to some degree. If it's too uncomfortable for you to handle, I'm sorry, bro. We're all adults. These are adult problems. We live in this fucked up ass world, bro. So We can either ignore the problem and go down with the ship, or try to do something about it by standing up like an adult, demanding better. And that's what this dude was laying out. So after hearing all that, I felt a little better about the whole, state of if we're actually fucking doing something worth a damn or not, by pointing it out. I mean, it's amazing to me how this COVID thing just went away. The pedo thing just went away. Hardly see nobody even talking about that anymore.
That is wild, man. How they get away with that shit and it just goes away. And then they'd be like, we'll just file a pardon, and then that's like a slap in the people's face and a kick in the balls at the same time. It's like a two-piece. Bing bong.
Yeah, and he was even saying that we gotta fucking regulate this shit ourselves as far as we not getting results from the courts and shit, all this justice. That's what we're gonna have to do, bro.
Man,
round them up.
We need to just arm up and do this shit old school style.
Hey, bro, look at Iran, bro. They flooded their streets with fucking millions of people. What do we do? What do we do? Not a goddamn thing, bro.
No.
We don't deserve any freedom.
We're not gonna feed you no more. We're gonna stop delivering food. People would be like, huh? They'll be begging, They won't even fight. They'd be like, please. Oh, man.
They'll make a Facebook post and that's about it.
That, be like, let's cut some flocks down. Nah, man, we can't do that, bro. We'll get in trouble, man.
Yeah, it's like the song from Flock of Seagulls, right? Iran.
Mm-hmm.
I ran so far away.
The flock of seagulls.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I do hear a lot of people bringing up and talking about, how Trump and his family are openly like manipulating the markets and insider trading, and I don't know how much longer, because that ain't really got nothing to do with us, me and you, because we broke motherfuckers, but all these people that dabble in the stock market are kind of getting a little pissed off about it because they're getting their money took. Ooh. Why this assholes, manipulating the news cycle and shit and cashing in. And crypto scams and all of it. And the AI shit, like you said, that's a bubble waiting to happen. For damn sure. That shit ain't making no money except for this government contract money.
Yeah, there's no money in fucking, I don't know. Sometimes hold on. That was my friend saying something. I don't fucking know, whatever. I forgot what I was saying. Oh. Sometime I'd be wanting to resort to my old ways to make money. Connecticut is going to be so pricey, man. And then New York City, if the mayor didn't come into New York City and put a cap on rent being raised, I could imagine how much rent would be. Because here, there's no cap. All they got to do is give you a 45-day notice, and boom, you're fucked. As long as they give you a 45-day notice to give you time to either take it or move. You know, bend over and take it or move somewhere else. In Connecticut used to have a cap. It was $100 a year they could only raise it. I don't know what piece of shit got the cap taken off. It was probably the cunt that was in there. And I think as people, we need to fight to get it put back on because this is ridiculous. I don't know. I think rent all over here is going to be through the roof. Like I said, I was looking at bedrooms to rent, right? A room to rent. That alone's 9 something. I was like, wow.
To rent a room.
Everything included, but still. I don't know, man. I'm gonna find something. I think I might move out of this part of Connecticut. There's got to be something. You know, the prices, like the prices Candy was saying she pays. I was like, wow. But she also lives in a town. You know, it's not like.
Yeah, one thing, if you're a single person, bro, you need to move to somewhere where there's either no schools or no. If you don't need schools, get out of those areas, bro, because that's the number one way they fuck people. If you got kids that you got to put in school, get your wallet out because they're gonna get you every fucking way they can because they know they got you over a barrel.
Yeah, there's tons of schools where I live, man. There's a school everywhere. Like if you were to sell drugs, you'd be fucked with that charge. Selling schools. I mean, selling schools. What the hell am I talking about? Selling drugs near a school is a serious charge, man.
Everybody's having problems.
You're under arrest, buddy.
Yeah, like they give a shit anyway, you know, about fucking kids. Let's get out. Well,
here's the $900 ticket. Oh, they care about the. You ever see that thing where the yearbooks they used to give to predators and they would go into school yearbooks and pick a child out like a toy? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, the company that Olin Mills used to be the one that used to do ours every year. And on a hunch, I went back and looked up, see if there's anything, you know, controversy about the Olin Mills, and it definitely got sold off to somebody else, but there was something that happened with along the way. But yeah, we did all that. Every year is the same shit.
Look at these symbols in the groove. Look. One day I was looking at the Globus Cruciger, and I shit you not, I went to the store and got Oreos, and I went to eat one, and I looked at the symbol and I said, oh shit. And then I didn't know Nabisco has the same symbol too. But Oreos are poison, man. You don't want to eat those. And I used to love Oreos too. But when I found out what everything's made with, I said, nah, buddy, I'm good.
Yeah, I think that one of those brands, like a Little Debbie or something, they're owned by a company. It's called Go Yum Foods. You ever heard of that?
Yeah. Go Yum my ass.
Goyam.
Oh, Goyam. Goyam. Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yo,
right there.
That's crazy. Dude. Go Yum. That's the name of it? Go Yum. Yeah. Go Yum. Damn.
Go Yum Foods. Yeah, look it up.
Wow. Hold on. Let me look that up. Go Yum Food. I want to see the symbol of it.
I think it's just a little cartoon face, but still.
Wow. That's crazy work, man. Go Yum.
What they do, bro. It's all in our fucking face, bro. That's why I fucking get aggravated with people, bro. We gotta point this shit out, bro. We shouldn't have to still be pointing out this garbage. It's fucking obvious what's going on, bro.
There's no. It just shows Yum Foods. That's what it says, but there's no good Yum.
Go Yum.
Hold on.
Huh. Yeah, I've seen it.
No wonder. I'm an idiot. It didn't even finish C. Something's wrong with this shit, man. Oh, maybe it's together. Go Yum.
No, let me look it up.
Go Yum. I put GOYUM.
Yeah, it should be there.
Oh, I got it.
Okay,
Goyum. It is Goyum, literally.
there you go.
That's how I would pronounce it. Goyum since 1971. Goyum Foods, man. It's right here. Oh man. These Jews are diabolical. These motherfuckers will put this shit right in your face, yo, and be like, fuck you. It says if you are searching for Go Yum, the premium store brand products line owned by 7-Eleven, yo. Let me find out the Jews own 7-Eleven, and they're the ones who blew up the towers on 7-Eleven, yo. Oh my god, dude.
9/11.
Because it wasn't 9/11. In reality, it is 7-Eleven.
You're right, because it's September and Sept means 7.
Yeah, and when that ties in with 7-Eleven, welcome to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It blows my mind because you know who owns 7 or works there a lot are people from the Middle East.
You know what I just thought about? Circle K, bro. Circle K. Because you know the slur used for the J's, they call them with it starts with a K. I don't want to really say it, but
Kites.
it's like,
Kites.
yeah, yes. You know what that word is in reference to is when they used to come over here at like Ellis Island type immigration and shit. When they would have to sign your name, most of them couldn't write or whatever in the language or whatever. So what they would do is they would make a little circle with a line through it, and that's the name of that is called a keikel.
Wow.
So that's how they do. Yeah, dude. Circle K. There you go, bro. I just thought of that one.
That's crazy, man. This world is let's see. I'm trying to find a website to this company. That's wild that Goyum is a premium store brand product line that's owned by 7-Eleven. Let me hit 7-Eleven. Oop. Get your free small Slurpee. Welcome to 712. What if they had a store called 712? That would be funny, right?
Yeah, I would call it. Just have one called 9/11 at this point. And Trump elected on 11/9, the first time. Come on, lady. Come here. Hard hitter, girl. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Oh, poor baby. Oh. Come on, sweet. Come here. Please. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. And then even 9/11, you got your 2 pillars for the Masons. And 9.
The perfect number, they say, too, for whatever reason. 9.
I know 9. They say Hitler was born on April 20th. And you know, that's mind-boggling because Hitler likes to smoke J's. I stole that from a comedian, though. Actually, I didn't steal it. I'm just using it. I wouldn't, like, say it to make money off it or not, but the guy who said it was Jewish himself, man. It was hilarious. People were literally on the ground crying. Welcome to 712. I am Chucky.
Yeah, them Iranian protests. I hope Trump's hope he's getting a good bird's eye view. Fucking jackass.
What was this thing I'm hearing about Trump? I don't know. I seen some posts about Trump being scared of something. I don't know.
Yeah, them fucking protests. Fucking millions of Iranians calling for his fucking head, bro.
Oh yeah, Trump. He lied about that whole peace thing to open up it's really it's not they added an H, but when you look at the old maps it was Hormuz, not Hormuz. They probably added an H to sound it like Hormuz because it's like a vagina where ships are going in and out from all the countries, but it's really Hormuz. And he lied about that. It was supposed to be something signed.
Yeah, that's how he's been manipulating the markets with that shit too. We got a peace deal. We don't have a peace deal. The Iranians agreed. They didn't agree. And he's been cashing in the whole time. To add insult to injury. Thinking he's smart and clever and Teflon Don. He really does think he. I do think he. I think he is like. I think he's got a John Gotti complex. I think he wants to be. I think he wants to be a Gotti character. Teflon Don. I think that's what that whole lawfare 34 felonies, that stupid little court thing that they did a couple years ago to make him look like he was so persecuted. And then he got off of it. He got away. Teflon Don.
It's all a show. That's why they picked Trump. Trump's an actor. They're all actors, man. We're being duped. Politicians are just that. Poly, that whole word poly. Politicians are worthless, man. They're all actors. And I think about that all the time. Like, we're literally being duped by actors. The bankers pay these stupid, well, they're not stupid because they're getting paid good. But the bankers pay these fucking dummies to go and just say whatever, and we fall for it, man. Or not we, but you know what I mean when I say we. The people that fall for it. I just hope one day soon, man, people are just get sick of this shit. You know, we just take our country back. You know, run these people out of the country. Run them to some boats or their planes to fly up out of here.
Yeah, bro. Throw
Can't
them
let
over
them run
fucking
underground. Huh?
Throw them over fucking Niagara Falls, bro. Whatever. Do something. Dump them. I mean, it's the only moral fucking thing to do, bro. If everybody is at threat, including your fucking children and future generations, is it moral to let that shit happen, or to handle it? That's what it's like I said the other day, bro. The only time people want to get moral about anything is when you talk about getting rid of the problem. Oh no, we can't do that. Violence is not the answer. I'm like, really? Well, how come violence is the answer for everything involving us, bro? They sitting here talking about they already did COVID, and now they're gonna do the drones to finish us off, and we worried about morality, about handling business, but with clear shit talkers and people who made open threats, not even veiled threats. They're just saying it openly. You use AI to kill people if they make a fucking bad post.
Yeah, these drones, man. It seems like every other video or every day, Brian's adding something new to this surveillance system. Now, I've been known about the technology of when you shoot a gun, the police can that shit's old tech. New York City's had that for when I went to New York City, they already had that in there, and that was, man, 20 I don't remember, man. 2013, 14? Nah, it couldn't have been that far back. I gotta look. But anyway, around then, and they probably had it for a little longer than that. But I think they use New York City for like trials to test it out. Just like when that shit happened to me in New York City and they booked me, they tried to scan my iris to put that in the computer. That was on trials too back then. That was around the same time. So all that shit was already being tested. And I think New York City was the ground zero for that. Because of the subways and all that shit where they got those cameras that can scan your eyes. What movie was that where the guy, he was like, he would like lock his fridge up and shit, and he was like, the CIA's after him. Damn, I forgot the name of that movie, man. It came out in the 90s. And I remember in the movie, the guy would say he would wear a hat and he would always look down when he walked, and he would keep his head down. And he was saying he walks like that because the camera's above. I think it was that movie, Son of the State. I could be wrong.
Well, I've thought about cutting my beard down a couple times, you know, just to fucking do it. And then I just think, oh, well, that'll make it better for them on their cameras. So no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that movie was way ahead. That guy said, "Don't look up." He was talking about cameras like probably like drone high, not street cameras. But I mean, man, imagine how long they have been surveilling us, man. Maybe that's why they put the Patriot Act in play, man, because they've been surveilling us way longer. Through TVs and shit. You know, a TV is an output, pretty much. But how do we know it ain't a receiver, too? Well, it is, because it's receiving a signal, but it's also pushing out. You know, people think a television is just for what it does. But how do we know that?
Oh. Well, it's like they say, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to hide or whatever, what you worried about.
Fuck that.
Well, if they've been surveilling, they know.
To me, that's weird, man. Who does that? Who wants to survey people and watch them what they do and sit at a camera and watch people? That's weird to me, man. Like, that's a fixation. Like,
paranoid behavior.
Yeah. They're paranoid we're gonna fucking start plotting to come get them. These guys sniff too much coke, man. They're paranoid. And plus all the evil they do too, man. They know it's gonna come back to them one day. And that day's coming soon.
Sooner the better, bro. We already
these
overdue.
dudes are involved in trafficking children, man. Yo. You gotta be a real piece of shit. Like, there isn't a piece of shit to describe these people. There isn't a turd that's gross enough to describe what a piece of shit these people are. Like, I was gonna say diarrhea, but I was like, nah.
Repugnant, abhorrent, fucking appalling, detestable, disgusting. Yeah, not enough words.
Man, the death of 1,000 thumbtacks.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not doing those 6-7 hours today. Fuck that. Even though it's pouring outside again. It's July. And when I got up, it was 58 degrees. Fucking July. And I got up in the morning. 58 degrees. I'm like, yo, this is wild.
Is that colder than normal or what?
Oh yeah, it's cold for July. Shit. In the morning at 4 a.m., it should be at least 80-some degrees. It's fucking July.
Yeah.
Imagine they could make it snow, I bet you.
Oh.
In the middle of whenever. I bet you they can make it snow whenever. Listen to chat.
Chattagonia.
Enemy of the state. Damn, JK, I think that was it. That's crazy. Hold up. I think that is. Let me look at the movie cover. That's wild. You might hit that one on the head. I gotta see the actor's face. I think this is it. The title says it all. Yeah, Will Smith was in it. Yeah, this is the one. That's the dude right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Enemy of the state. That is the one where he locks his refrigerator up and his cupboards. And this dude's on point, man. Like, and it's true. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, all this shit's been fucking part of the psyop and part of the psychological terrorism that's been played on us. All these fucking movies and the whole thing. I remember when all these movies were coming out, to me it was like just so out the box that of course it's just a story. It's just no, it's predictive programming. It just shows you how long they've been working with that intention. Slowly, that's the programming. Slowly getting it in.
I wonder how real this picture is, because I could do this with a photo editor. So
Yeah, that's another thing that dude talked about that Michael Hoffman was at. That's why we're bombarded with all this extra information about things instead of it's to keep us not focused and yes, distracted away from what we really should be focused on, which is well, two things: the COVID and the pedo shit. That's two things that we should not be distracted away from.
And sometimes I wonder if these people throw shit at us as a psychological war experiment, just to see how people would react or what they would think. These people are constantly running all types of
Yeah, bro. Well,
programs.
let's be real, bro. These fucking Trump quote assassinations are fake as a motherfucker, just like the Charlie Kirk shit. So that's the link they're going to psychologically fuck with people.
Something's going on, and I think it's odd how Israelis and Americans, that shit happened over there in Venezuela, and then the new guy comes in, and then that shit happens. And Trump's been eyeing Venezuela because they want the oil. That's some power moves they're making right there, man. That's crazy. This cat, and then they're talking shit to Cuba too. This dude's bugging. They're about to conquer the world. The Jews.
Well, they're about to destroy it.
Yeah, that too. Netanyahu wants to paint the world blue, man. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah. Piece of
I'm
garbage.
gonna paint his eye black and blue.
I'm just hoping, bro, I'll wake up one day and there's a news story and we get to see video of that motherfucker walking somewhere and somebody just comes up out the fucking blue and just knocks his motherfucking block off, bro. I just can't wait, bro. I got this.
I don't think these people go in public, man. They keep them out of public. All them videos they make be fake. Those people are specially put in place. I personally don't think these people go anywhere. They're scared for their life. They keep them safe, tucked away. Or Trump is just a character, some dude with a mask on. Imagine that. That would be even more of a okey doke. That's crazy. What a okey doke that would be. Trump don't even really exist outside of damn. How easy would it be to kill that character off? Because he don't even truly exist. When you got the power to do whatever you want. Wow. When I really think about all this, it's crazy, man. A population of billions. And this sorry ass, it's less than 1% of the fucking world. It's like a 0.2% that run the world, and we just go along with it. I think about that a lot. Like, that's crazy, man. We're willingly getting duped. No one's like ever came out and said, "Hey, man, we need some farmland." Something. What's going on in this world? I wonder what's gonna happen when AI takes over all the jobs. What maybe that's why they want to lower the population. Shit. Yeah, I'm about to. Let's up, Mr. Infinite Fidelity. Well, I think Groove's phone died or something, but I think I'm about to jump off here. I'll have something good for next time. I'm gonna try to find that book that I had about Agartha, Mount Meru. But anyway, that's very true, Candy. We are tired. Herb is the best medicine. When I smoke herb, it levels me out. And I be mad focused. They're gonna come get you for a plant. Woo! That's crazy when you think about it, yo. These fucking cheese balls are chasing people for a plant. They look stupid. $250 round trip to where? Louisiana? I wonder how long it takes on the Greyhound to get to Florida or Louisiana. I'm gonna have to look. I'm curious to know. Or Michigan. I'm gonna show up at Native's reservation. It's in northern Michigan. Who the hell's this white guy? Don't take no blankets from him. No. All right, everyone. I'm out, man. Have a good day.